Getting ready for the traumatization.
I'm gonna give Sparks 1 minute to get mentally prepared.
I have been making sure I am.
Alright, so apologies. I
Everyone
have to
switch
go for
to
like
your...
20 minutes.
Wait, what?
20 minutes, Barry?
What?
I have to
Okay.
go. I'm
Okay,
so
no.
sorry.
No, it's
Okay,
overthink for me.
Dad just told me to do something at like the worst fucking time.
First off, I'd like to bring up that's really good, anyways, because I was just about to give a lot of focus on Sparks right now.
Yeah, so I'm not needed right now. Have fun.
Yeah, do not worry about it. Yes, Sparks will have fun indeed.
Oh man.
There he goes. Okay.
Seeing the
Avery's putting in hard
mountain.
work
Seeing the
today.
mountain.
Avery's putting in the fucking legwork today. All right. So who wants to give the recap?
So, we went to the prison island. There was basically a huge war there. We got invited by Coyote to meet Vincent's father on his ship. And interestingly, Vincent's father asked him to do some negotiation talk with his mother inside the prison. And that's basically the gist of it. Just a really difficult family situation right now.
That's an understatement.
Fuck, I dropped my pen cap.
Damn.
Divorce.
All right, now I actually have to mentally prepare because I need to give myself a second to get into the mindset for this.
Have fun. We are going mute, so it's going to be between you and Sparks.
Hello, hi, Vincent. Yeah, there we go. All right. I was prepping in the car. My drive home from work.
Okay. I think I'm ready. Just to kind of reset the scene. Here, hold on, actually. Let me get some ambient noises right now, possibly.
Hey.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, that's not nice.
Hey, that's not nice. Lamau.
Vincent, like the drift, world's best forward. Ooh. Nice music.
Okay. Is this a good volume?
Yeah.
All right, good. Just checking. Just to double check, Sparks, we are recording. We're all doing on that.
Yep. I see the bars going up and down.
Okay. Okay. To reset the scene, Sparks, Vincent, you just entered the room. Sitting there at the table is not this serial killer or mass murderer or any kind of insane person. It's your mom.
Yep.
The one who raised you for roughly 10 to 15 years of your life.
No, 3 years.
How long?
3 years.
3 years. 3 years.
Or
Not
six,
even
or
10 to
six.
15.
3 to 6.
6.
I get him and Grandma confused
Yes.
on which one left first.
You also never really put it into writing much either, which is why I was a little bit confused. Okay, then I suppose that's just on me then.
Yeah.
But yes, this is the woman who raised you for that time, sitting right there. You've entered the room. What do you say?
Vincent is just kind of silent. Cause like, she's dressing the same way that like he remembered her as, and everything.
No, actually, she's not dressing at all in the same way that you remembered her.
Oh.
Not at all. The only reason you recognize her is because of her face and her hair.
Is not wearing the jacket?
To note the jacket.
Yeah.
Roughnout, could you post the reference image we have right now currently for the current Maggie?
Oh, here I have it pulled up. There you go. Yeah, she looks just like her, but minus
Ah,
like a
yeah.
more
You,
used jacket.
yeah, a bit more used jacket. Sorry, I kind of got it confused with the other reference image, Rough Not True, based off of the edit she did on the image, and it was
Yeah.
a tiny bit different
Yeah,
from
yeah, it was a little bit. I saw it
how
earlier.
the initial Maggie drawing was, because it was more of a tank top and dog chains, and all right, it's not really relevant. So, yes, sitting right on the table that she has her feet propped up on is what appears to be some kind of weapon. She does not have it wielded. She has it close by, though. And it seems her own demeanor changes as she sees you enters. She puts her feet down and she kind of adjusts her posture in her seat, and she has a dumbfounded look on her face, almost like, it's very much a clear kind of like maybe she's not believing what she's seeing right now, and it seems that she's not saying anything right off the bat.
Mom? Is that you? He's kind of like really confused. There's he's he takes a step back. Doesn't really know what to do. This wasn't what he was expecting to see in here at all. Last thing he would have expected.
She claps her hands together. Yes, it is me. And she gets up out of her seat and she pulls out another chair for you to take a seat on the opposite side of her tiny little desk she has set up. It does not look to be a particularly comfortable chair, but considering, it's the only other chair she has in here,
Yeah.
compared to the wreck, the piles of, just scraps left over, seems that, now that you're actually kind of taking a general look around the room too, she's getting up to move around a little bit. You kind of notice that the general state of this room is trashed, completely trashed. And comparing it with the other earlier looks, the general thing you've just seen is just there was some kind of right here. Obviously, the prisoners went around, and not only did they kill all of the guards, they also absolutely trashed the prison. And it seems that maybe she left this place a little bit untouched, compared to the other areas, so she could use it. But still, you don't really know what's going through her head right now. You can't really know that. Because, well, at this point where she is, this is the person who raised you. And she's still done all of these things that you've heard about Captain Azul.
Yeah.
Right now in Vincent's mind, there are two distinct people. That is Maggie, and that is Captain Azul. And the question is, where does Maggie end and Captain Azul start? She grabs the seat, she sets it down on the chair, but first she walks up to you, Vincent. She looks you in the eyes, and she gives out her arms for a hug. Are you gonna take it?
I'm trying to
It's been
think.
so long since I've seen you. Come on, give your mom a hug.
It's Vincent. He'd hug. It's Vincent. Yeah, he hugs her. He loves everyone.
It's
He's
a warm
he's
hug,
quiet
actually.
though. He is quiet though. He doesn't know what to do. He's kind of still understanding, like, processing everything.
It has been a long time since you've hugged your own mother, and it's a warm embrace, but it still feels as if there's something off. Not anything too good right now. She steps back a little bit, and you can see her eyes are a tiny bit red, and your shoulder feels a little bit wet. You can tell that she just kind of cried over your shoulder a tiny little bit. She turns around and she kind of wipes her eyes a little bit, and she turns around and says to you, "So, what are you doing here?"
We're waiting for our log post to reset. Me and my pirate crew, with the Golden Memory Pirates. I don't know if you've heard of us, but was waiting for it reset, and we kind of got mushed into something that we don't really understand. But we met him.
Oh.
met him, and he was like, "Hey, go talk to this Captain Azul and ask for peace," and then like, but it's just been one after another. For I didn't expect. I when I came to Silent, I expected to see him, but I didn't expect to see you. I'm
She
glad to see
takes a
you, but
Mm. She takes a seat back at the desk, the head of the desk. She motions for you to take a seat as well as you
yeah,
start talking.
he's
You take the seat. And she seems to have a pencil in her hands that she's kind of twirling around. And you mention him,
yeah. I did not say
and
his name. I made sure not to say his name though. Vince doesn't
you
know.
just
Vince doesn't know everything, but he knows some things. He knows some
mm.
things. Yeah, he knows the
Oh.
drama. He knows the family drama. He's read the Facebook posts. But yeah,
She stops twirling the pencil in her fingers for a second, and you can just see her face does not betray any emotion whatsoever, but you can just see her fingers quickly snap that pencil in half at just the mention of it, and she just kind of quickly brushes it off and she says, "Oh, honey, no, 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 nothing like that is needed to be done. You're here now. That's what matters. Please, if you're waiting here for a reason, then, well, why don't you stay with me? It's been so long, I can give you a nice accommodating place to stay. I'm certain you and your friends have been sailing for quite some time. Why don't you tell me a little bit about them?"
I have uh a shipwright. His name's Nikolai.
Hmm?
He's a nice guy. I have the best doctor in the world, Alana. She is amazing. And
Oh,
an interesting guy named Royal. I met him once. He's all right. Um, and and a really cool guy named Ivan Dusk.
hmm.
And
Sounds like you
also
have quite a group of friends.
my best friend Bruce. He's a great chef. And also a sick woman named Char and her son Chat. And Nikolai's dad Nikolai. Nicholas. No, no, yeah, no,
Wow, they're both named the same
the
name.
third one. um,
Hmm.
yeah.
Oh, there's a mother on your crew with a son. How old is the son?
I think he's like 2. I really don't want him on there. It's too dangerous. But there's only place he can
Oh,
go.
no. No, having children on board is just no, no, no. But
Yeah.
it does sound like you have all been taking good care of each other, and I'm happy that you've managed to get such a nice group of friends.
Yeah. They're great. I couldn't do this without them.
Of
But
course, I understand. I understand. Now, what is it that you said you came here for specifically?
we need
It was to negotiate with me?
yeah, because we just need to get people. I think he said to get Marines to stop dying and your men to stop dying as well. He he said that he would just let everyone go of yours captive if you let the prison go as well. If you trade that for equal trade.
Sparks, I have a question for you.
Yeah, that's what he said, right?
Is he didn't
We didn't.
I mean,
I thought you
he
said like
didn't say that
I thought it was
directly.
just like, hey, let everyone go, and you give the president back. I let your guys back, and then
It
yeah,
was very much so more of a de facto final, like, this is it. This is a ceasefire, a final one. We won't mess with you. You won't mess with us anymore. We'll part ways. We won't ever see each other again. It was more like that rather than an actual like, oh yeah, we'll give up some of ours. You'll give up some of yours, and then we can continue this, a little bit later. No, Dennis wanted a much more permanent solution to this. He wanted a permanent ceasefire, not anything
Okay.
as militaristic as this.
Yeah, he just wants a ceasefire.
Oh, does he? Well,
Just
the great Captain Elysium, as I'm certain, probably knows what he's talking about, but he can't just request something like that. We're too far into this. No, no, no. That's out of the question, of course. It's completely out of the question. Now, besides that silly little thing, how about you get you and your friends? You come over here, and I know this isn't too nice a place, but I'm certain, log posts take some time to refresh, to go to another island. How about you stay here for maybe a week or so while your log pose refreshes? And I know it might not be too accommodating. We might not have the nicest of places here, but we would be together, and I think we'd be able to make this work.
I'm I would love to hang out more and talk, but we can do that after. We just need to keep people from. We need to lower the deaths of the people who are just doing their job.
No, no, son, that's not why he asked you to come here. It wasn't about that. No, he didn't ask you to come here to stop people from dying. This entire thing has always been about me and him. It's never been about the other people who aren't even relevant to this discussion. No, it's irrelevant. It's no.
I um but ET, we already know why because she's mad that he left. That's why this is happening, ET. Um yeah, but even so, just because it's an argument between both of you doesn't mean that innocent people have to get involved.
Innocent people, no, no, son, no. I'm a pirate. All the people who work with me are pirates. Your father is a Marine captain. The Marines are all a bunch of bastards who would rather go out and die on their own terms than go back to their own homes where their families are waiting. No, no, these are not innocent people. That's you really don't know. You really don't know. And I can't blame you. Where you grew up, it's definitely a very sheltered place that shares their ideals. They don't
Dang.
really teach you the world at large.
Nice one.
So I understand. Look, son, please. I want you to understand that this is not just about me and him anymore. It's about you. He didn't he didn't go and leave just he didn't leave just me. He left you. What
Yeah.
about you? Aren't you mad?
Well, of
Aren't
course.
you aren't you just absolutely just she's having a hard time putting something into
No.
words.
Yeah. No. No. I always grew up watching Duke with his dad. I would watch Lucy with her dad. I wish I had that too. I. But even so, when I look at him, I get nothing but mad, remembering all the times Grandpa was crying, just wanting his son back. My aunts and uncle my aunts just wanting their brother. But when I see him, I just get angry. I get annoyed, wanting to ask him why he didn't care about us. But Grandma was a Marine. there are good ones. My
Son, I
my
think you
my
should
crew
know.
my crew member was a Marine. He's awesome. He's helping me so much being a captain. I don't know. I I barely know what I'm doing alone, but he's helping me so much.
Vinny, I know. There's me. There's you. And there is, uh, there's your grandmother as well, I know. I know that there are always going to be exceptions to those of the masses, but as it stands, I'd know if those on my side would be one of those exceptions, and I would also know if any on his side would be exceptions as well. And were that the case, I would go out of my way and talk to them, maybe. Son, I I'm not a bad person. I'm
No.
not going to go out of my way to do anything and force people to not do something that isn't in their nature to do, of course. So I'd talk with them. I'd have a chat with them, of course. But I just I don't see that. I don't see that in the people with me, and I don't see that in the people with him. I don't see that at all. And I understand. I really do. But it's no, it's been too far already. We can't just call it quits here. No, no, we can't do that. We really can't do that. I don't know what he thought or what he was thinking when he saw you come here. And rather than, oh, yippee, hip hip hooray, my son is here. Finally, I get to apologize for being a deadbeat dad. No, rather than doing that, he asked you to go on an errand for him. He
Yeah.
doesn't even ask you the time of the day. He doesn't invite you in for a meal. He doesn't give you a place to sleep.
No, he did not. He sent me to. Without me knowing, I didn't know who this Captain Azul was. I didn't know it was you. It could have been the psycho that he talked about, but he didn't care. He sent his own son to go try to have a peace talk with that idea of a person.
Yes, yes. You see it.
No, yeah.
N- no,
There are good
son.
Marines and bad Marines, but he's not a good guy.
I'm glad you see things this way.
No, yeah.
It means I definitely did not fail you when I raised you for all those years. And it is happy, and I'm happy you're here.
Nah, I'm happy to see you too, Mom. But but even so, we can't just have all these all your both your guys' soldiers just getting hurt and getting killed over a family squabble.
Vincent, Vincent, you should know, after my 3 years, over 3 years of raising you, I do not like repeating myself.
No, I
I
know.
do not like saying something that is obvious. I do not like doing that one bit. So please, do not make me repeat myself. I have already said that these are not people that are irrelevant at all. No, these aren't good people, I can tell you. It's no. Now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, how about
Can I say
you
one last thing, please?
Sure, son, what is it?
Well, what about their families? What if they have families that they don't come back to? What if they
They were
don't
coming
know?
back to those families anyways.
But what if they did? What if they got drafted? Then
Son, let me tell you something I've learned in my time. You have been on that island for a majority of your life. How long have you been out here?
8 months.
Please, do tell me. 8 months. Yes, yes. Do you know how long I've been out here?
No.
Well over a decade by now. That is how long I've been out here. And I can tell you, from the things that I have seen, the things that I have experienced, everything, I can tell you that they they are not foot soldiers. They are not anything of the sort. They are not people that are drafted. They are not people that are picked up from islands and taken away from their families without their consent. That is not the case at all. No, no, no. Captain Elysium is a rear admiral, and the people directly under him would not be foot soldiers or anything such as that. They would not be random people that were hired off from their island because the military reserves needed them. No, that is not the case at all. No, no, no. Everybody there on that side is some kind of high ranking official, or at least low high ranking. That means that these are not people that had families to go back to, because if they did, they would have gone back to them already. Nobody would just dedicate themselves to something like that. If they have a family to go back to, they'd be too busy trying to take care of their family, or spending time with their family, or doing any of that.
What rank was Papa Nico's dad? Rank
Oh,
ring was it captain?
Captain.
Captain.
Captain, because what didn't want him to be any higher.
Cool. Thank you.
yes, it was captain.
My
I think he was in line for a promotion, but I think he rejected it, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
my
Yep.
but my crewmate back when he was a Marine, he was looking for his son for years, and he found him, and now they're together, and he was a Marine, and he wouldn't stop looking every day. He always told me how long he
Captain
just
Azul
wanted.
did say that she would make exceptions for a few Marines, not like all of them.
Yeah,
She,
yeah. Dang it, that was my best pitch.
No, 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 no. Honestly, right now, I am not caring about logical pitches. This is a
Oh,
very emotional
oh
conversation.
yeah. I think you're doing great.
So
What?
I have,
I really
I
hope
have
I'm doing good
already,
too.
I have very much said things that have not only contradicted themselves, I have said things that Maggie has openly, she has said the opposite of, and then went around
Yeah.
and disproved
No,
herself.
yeah.
This is not supposed to be a logical
Definitely not.
conversation or argument of any kind. So don't worry about making points. This is an emotional conversation.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. But but the only reason that I know how much he loves his family is because I know him. I took the time out to learn about him and his family. So they're all not lost causes.
I never said they were, son. Please. I think you might be a little bit overworked, a little bit run up. This is a big moment for me too. Seeing you after so
Yeah,
long,
yeah,
it
yeah.
warms my heart and fills me with joy. I know. And I think maybe if we have this conversation a little bit later, when both of us have chances to catch our breath, then this might be a little bit more productive. Because it's clear that despite what I have said so far, you have not seemed to have gotten my point one bit. You have not understood the words that I have said, and I am sad from that.
I'm
But
sorry.
I really can't help it because you do not know a lot of things. You have not been here for very long. You are still just a tiny little baby.
Can you,
So,
okay, can you do me one
how
thing?
about you? Hmm?
Could you?
What is it?
Okay, we can come back to this in like a couple hours, but just no fighting between them. Okay. That's all That's all I want.
Son, we've already stopped the fighting.
Okay, just
This.
making sure.
Look. This is not something that is over yet. But I have to celebrate your return. We all have to celebrate your return. You coming back is it's not only a great thing for me, it's a great thing for everybody here. So how about you just go and get your friends. Just go get your friends. Even those on the ship. Why not? I'll be able to be a little bit of a hospitable host. I can make some space for them, make some room, and we can have a nice dinner tonight. How does that sound?
I think that would be all right, but I want to check with my crew first Is that all right?
Of course. Of course, son. Look, I've already said I'm a good person. I don't force people to do things they don't want to do. I'm not a bad person. You can go ahead and do that. You can talk with them. You can make your plans. You can see which one of them's wants to stay back or come over here, celebrate your return. I don't mind. Vincent,
Thank you. Yeah.
can you've known your mother a
Yeah.
pretty,
Yeah.
you were raised by her.
Yeah.
You know her.
Yeah.
Make me an insight check at advantage.
Sweet. 16.
Mm. Mm.
Do I barely make the DC?
Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Hmm. Well, I think on that, Sparks, how are you liking this?
I'm loving it. I'm really hoping I'm also doing a good job with the voice acting because you're killing it. I'm trying to get into headspace, but I think I'm taking too long to talk or too quiet. The Gaslight Pirates. Nice one, Barry. I really hope I'm doing a good job.
Oh, wow, my Discord crashed. Hello?
Hi.
What did you just last hear from me?
You were checking the DC.
Okay. So, uh, yes. While I'm thinking on the DC, how about you tell me how are you liking this so far, Sparks?
I'm loving this. I think you're doing such a good job. What? I'm really hoping I'm also doing a good job, but I don't know.
You two are doing amazingly
Thank
so
you.
far.
Thank you.
That's what I'm gonna say.
I really
Like I've only heard like a quarter of this conversation, and I love it.
thank you. I'm really trying. I'm really trying to throw everything at her, like all the proof I have that Marines are cool.
Marines
Sparks?
are some
Cause
Marines are cool.
As I thought, like I thought the whole like grandma was a Marine, like that part would really like drive the nail in, but I don't think it worked.
Sparks, it is an unfortunate fact in the world that being logical and sharing information does not work on crazies.
Nope. And I was like, oh, but Nikolai, his dad loves him.
When a
That's his
person
entire
when a
character trait.
person
He loves Nikolai.
when a person is at a point in their lives where they are so far off the deep end
Oh
that they
yeah, no.
have to rely on their
Yeah.
own untruths, then
Oh
they
yeah.
will do everything in their power to actively deny even the most concrete of evidence. And finally, Vincent,
Yeah.
because what I just said right now was not without truths, and I didn't want to just say something and give it up because you know it anyways. On a 16, you sense there is something deeply wrong with your mother. It is. I'm certain you, as a character, and you as a player, have noticed it just from the way I've been speaking to you
No,
and just
yeah.
generally,
Yeah.
right? But there is just. You really can't put it into words. You never studied psychology. You don't know about the internal workings of the human mind in
Talk
any
to
way,
Alana.
but you need to. I mean,
She's
unironically
just
though, yeah.
smarter than me.
Yeah, like straight up, yes. But
That's what I was mainly talking about. Like I need to talk to Alana. She's smart.
the
Alright.
main part of this is that you can sense she's been repeating phrases. She has said something and then gone around and contradicted herself later on. It seems you don't really know for certain, but it really doesn't sound like any other way to you. It doesn't sound like she's lying to you per se. It sounds kind of like she's lying to herself.
Yeah, that's the exact same vibe I was getting. She's trying to justify all the violence in front of her son.
Well, I'd like to
Yeah.
confirm that is definitely the vibe you've
Yeah.
gotten. I can
Yeah.
confirm that
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Because she loves Vincent, but she does like that's basically imagine you just walked in on your mom like killing your mailman.
Why is that the comparison?
whatever. Okay, fine.
Why is
Fine.
that the first thing that
Fine.
comes to mind?
Fine.
That's
The
oddly
bus driver.
specific, Spark.
I was just saying
Yes,
a normal
Fuck,
job
Spark.
why
title
would
that you'd see
you
near the
use
house.
it in front of me?
I was
Yes, what did you tell us, Spark?
no. I was.
That was
Yeah,
super
yeah, for you,
specific.
you need
Shut up.
it.
I think
Blink twice if you're being held hostage.
I think being overly specific is funnier than just saying a normal like in the back room. I don't know. That's lame. I want more images. I want to paint a picture. Okay, but
Sparks Bob's a murderer.
what?
Hey, you know what they say, like mother, like.
What? Okay, okay,
Oh
whatever,
my
man. No, no,
god.
that's not. There's a line.
I mean, that
Even
does
for me with
explain
these
some of
type
his
of jokes,
ideology.
even for these type
That
of jokes,
does
there's a line.
explain
Whatever,
some
man.
of
You
his
can't have the
ideology.
sequel.
We can't have the sequel. Uh,
You're welcome,
That's
America.
a justification.
Fine, the
okay.
squeakquel if you want to be Alvin the Chipmunks.
So, hold up.
As Vincent leaves though, he's gonna be like, It's nice to see you though."
She smiles at you, and Vincent, this is one of the most genuine things that you've just gotten from her recently. It's a genuinely warm smile.
Yeah.
Genuinely happy, genuinely your radar on interacting with people is very good.
Yeah.
Surprisingly so. Like your crewmates definitely have never really seen you in action too much to really appreciate the skills you bring to the table, but you are excellent when it comes to talking with people and
Yeah.
handling people in general. Um and you just feel after so long, even those 8 months, you feel like you've just kind of been rapidly growing. You feel more confident in yourself and your friends, your crew, your family. You feel more confident in just generally things.
Yeah.
And
Raimi's gotta put her
you can
down like oh yeah. Continue.
you can tell that, like I said, she's genuinely happy to see you. That is
Yeah.
one truth that has just shown its way through all of the bad so far.
I'm glad I canonically
Yes,
told
well.
Alana my entire backstory, so she'll know what's going on.
Yes, well.
That's what canonically happened.
Please try not to
On the
take too
boat.
long.
Yeah.
I do need to get some things done still, some things in order, of course. I am a very busy woman. I have things I need to do. But of course I will put all of that aside, just so I
Yeah.
can spend some time with you.
Yeah.
Try not to dilly-dally for too long,
Yeah.
son.
No, it's alright. We're both captains. I get it. Um,
Mm.
and he goes, talks. I was like, uh, he, the door closes, right?
The door closes, and just to double check, Barry, Ivan is
Mhm.
still like kind of standing off staring against Samuel right now, right?
I know, Crow left that a while ago.
He did? Okay.
He senses that the conversation is coming to an end and is standing right in front of the door, waiting for it to open.
Is he gonna jump in?
No, he looks. He has, if you can see under the mask, he has a pleasant smile on his face.
Open the door, Vincent, is the first thing you've seen is Crow's face. So, question actually for you, Barry. Here's a genuine question for you. Was Crow trying to listen in on the conversation?
No, he was just staring. Let's just say, like, passively could tell when a conversation is ending.
So here's something I
But
do want to say, by the way, Barry. If you remember what happened last time,
mhm.
you were trying to kind of hassle down like the guy before, and he was standing in front of the door after he let Vincent
Yeah,
go in. So it's not very much so that he ever
I just
moved at all.
like take a step back,
Whenever
so I'm not like in
And
front of his face.
whenever Barry is involved with my character's mother characters, I always get nervous now.
Oh, what? I'm not
Because
gonna
that
do
one
anything.
conversation, I don't know if it happened or that's what makes it
Mm.
worse. I don't know if it was a joke or
I,
not.
I have a shit memory. What conversation?
Don't worry about it. We'll
Don't
talk
worry
about it
about it.
later after session.
Okay. So yes, so after this happens, you take a step back, Crow. The door opens. Samuel kind of turns his head a tiny little bit to look behind him, look at you, and Vincent, can you give me an insight check?
Sure.
with advantage, actually.
Sweet.
Sweet.
25.
Oh.
Vincent, you just see something in his eyes right now, and it's weird. This is something new, right? You kind of look into his eyes, and there are bags under them. You see weariness in his shoulders. You see that he's here, and it's almost like you just kind of hear his thoughts just kind of slip into your ears a little bit, like, "Damn, finally she's done. Just want to go to sleep." And that's about all you've gotten is just that's like something completely new to you. This is something so damn strange.
Oh, that's weird.
And
It's very weird. You just kind of got assaulted. Your senses just got assaulted with that for a little bit, and you're a tiny little bit dazed from that.
I get kind of goosebumps to my
You
neck.
kind of yeah, and you're kind of snapping back. He steps away, and for
I
you
do
to go
have
past.
I do have a question.
Yes,
Can she see outside the door, like right in front?
I will say she's looking at Vincent as he leaves. Yes.
All right. As soon as he like gets past like him, I'll just wrap my arm around his shoulder and just like kind of like stare back at her and just give a little wave before saying, "That was a long conversation, Captain. It's
Yeah.
a little bit eerie in this place, don't you think? I think it's time we high tide get out of here, huh?"
Yeah. 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 Yeah, you're right.
And I just start leading them away.
Oh, what a drop the ball.
Samuel! And you can see as you all are walking away, you just see Samuel just have like a weary sigh as he turns around and enters the room and closes the door behind him. And Crow,
Uh huh.
you look her way, and she's still wearing that warm smile on her face of like the parent who is just reunited with her child, but she looks at
Mm-hmm.
you, and there is something different that you catch in her eyes. Is that smile just kind of one side of the face just crooks into a tiny little grin, but like it looks very much subconscious to you. It doesn't look like she's actively doing it, but the door is closed. You don't see much more, and you keep on walking away.
And I just laugh to myself.
So, Captain, how did the negotiation talk go?
We're walking to the boat, right?
Yes, and by the
Yeah.
way, Captain, just to answer it for you, if you didn't get it, it went to shit.
Yeah. Well,
I think we want some conversation. So.
well, turns out that's my mom, and is Captain Azul.
Oh. Uh.
Yeah, that was a kind of a U-turn I didn't expect.
How. Nikolai just seems kind of awkward hearing that information.
Exactly. Um, I was.
Nikolai kind of. Do do you need a moment, Captain? From personal experience, I know this can be a bit of a difficult moment for you.
Maybe, but I just need to talk to you about what happened while it's fresh. Um, I'm telling everyone, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah. What are the chances? But at the Royal. Um, she was something's wrong. That's not something's wrong with her. She seems fine, but deep down, the way she was talking, I felt like something was just very wrong.
Well, considering what she has been doing on this island, there would be definitely something wrong there. I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah, she says that she says she wants to come back to negotiating once she went in a couple hours. That when like she clears her head about, oh yeah, it's my son. I haven't seen him in like 16 years, like that.
That
But
does make the situation a bit fucked, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
I mean, that would also bring into question your father as well, since he did send you here to negotiate with your mother. So maybe he was trying to use you as leverage for the
Yeah,
negotiation.
that's what I was thinking too. That's the vibe I was getting from that
So
after.
here's the thing, by the way, Vincent.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? You kind of know, right? Like, it would also be a good idea to, how do I say this? You've only contextually gotten a good idea of what's going on here.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
still don't know everything for
Exactly.
sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
There are a lot of things that you don't know, and I will tell you, you do not like to admit it because, of course, you have a distaste for Dennis just altogether. Deadbeat dad,
I
all
know.
of
No.
that.
No. I know. I know. There's way more
He
about him. I know there's way more.
It's not that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he, from what you could tell, would be a lot better person to talk to get a bit more information on this. Because from what you could tell, it very much seems like Maggie has a hair trigger per
Yeah.
se. Like she's. I don't know how too much to say it.
Yeah,
Alana writes, I
we
feel you
we
need to
get the
confront your
vibe.
father
We get
again
the
in these few hours you have. He must have withheld that information as he spoke to us for a reason.
Yeah.
vibe.
Let's go talk. Let's
So
go talk to Dennis. He sounds really annoyed having to go talk to him.
it's we could take a few minutes break if you need it.
No, I'm good. I just want this.
If
I just want this conflict over.
if you say so, I'm I'm here for you if you ever need it.
Thanks,
Nikolai just kind of awkwardly pat him on the shoulder.
thanks, Nikolai. Yeah, but
He,
so
he knows
this.
the good family reunion.
Yeah, but she sounds so hurt on the inside of something happening. More than just him
He
leaving.
he has told us our his family history to us, right?
No, you haven't. No,
Besides Alana.
no, I only told Alana that because she was the only one on the boat at the time.
Damn it. I mean, when you're in conflict with your ex-husband,
What?
I think it would be
Husband?
pretty difficult.
Oh, I was like talking to Vincent. I was like, what? When was I married?
I was talking about like he's fox.
I don't. Hey, continue. I'm sorry.
Marks, don't be
I was
homophobic.
I wasn't.
I was
Continue.
I was saying that hey Maggie's kind of in conflict with Dennis, so that's kind of a big dramatic deal. So
Yeah.
I think it would be justifiable that she's kind of hurt.
Oh yeah. Dennis did what was wrong. He left us.
Hmm. Well, this is overall really difficult situation. I
Yeah.
agree we should go to Dennis and get a better view of what's been going on here. So shall we, Captain?
Yeah. Let's go.
So, you guys don't want to stop at the ship? You'd rather go
Nah.
back, talk to Dennis?
We're gonna talk to Dennis. There's something we need at the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, there goes Maggie's dinner plans. Shit.
We're gonna. Hey,
All right, you go.
in
You
the
go
hours we
over
have, we're gonna talk to Dennis.
to.
Might go to
I
dinner.
mean, we're not going to talk to him for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
We're just going to.
I wish it was like a 20-minute talk because it's Dennis and Vincent in the room. So
All
we
right.
want to get it over
So-
quick.
Okay. You head back over there to the other side of the island where Dennis's ship is located. So, you see Coyote standing vigilant, standing guard. Look out. He spots you guys as you walk up. And he kind of places his hands on his hips, just kind of generally like looking out still, but still kind of looking to you, but still looking around because it's clear he needs to have a very good lookout right now. It's even if there is this sort of like temporary agreement of a ceasefire, they still need to watch out because both sides are conniving.
Oh, definitely.
Um, but he looks to you as you all walk up and he says, "So, how'd it go there, partner?"
We're
You have
gonna
a good
try.
time,
Not
or
very pleasant to say the least.
We're gonna try again in a couple hours. I need to talk to Dennis now.
okay? Well, calm down, sir. Calm down. He's gonna pull down a rope ladder for you guys to climb up, and he'll climb up himself.
We climb too.
Yeah.
And you all walk up. You all get up there. No, yes, you walk up the rope ladder.
Like Spider-Man, climb up,
Like
climb up the
na
side of
na
the
na
wall.
na 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 Spider-Man. You all get up there, and
Same. I love Dennis's design. Yeah. So I go to the door, right?
I think maybe it's because his sideburns also kind of look like they're like bits of
That's
his actual hair that
that's
are
just
just
how I
very
draw
long.
hair. That's the hair I have.
No, I'm talking about the
I know.
the commission,
Yeah, 'cause
Dennis.
that's how I draw hair. It was a chin strap. The beard is a chin strap though.
He does have the straight up chin strap though,
Cause
yeah.
I was watching Evangelion. I was like, I love that, and I took it.
Dude, he just needs like the bucket hairdo like Rock Lee, and then he'll have a helmet for a
Ew.
hairdo.
Don't destroy that hairstyle. That's my hairstyle. Back when I had a beard.
Damn.
Spot,
What
you should get a bowl cut. You're gonna have help.
No, I'm good. I like having my. We'll talk about this later. Let's go talk to my stupid dad.
that stupid dad is gonna ground you if you keep on being rude.
Oh sure, yeah, he can ground me. Yeah. Maybe
It'd be
keep
the
home.
first time he'd do something as a parent.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. That was a good one. I should have said that.
See, the thing is that Sparks, I am better at you.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Come on, let's get back to this already.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
What I'm gonna do,
So,
actually, make a captain's decision. I'm gonna say, Alana, come in with me. Everyone else stay outside.
Oh damn, Captain's word. You heard it.
All right.
Roger that.
And
I
Crow,
guess Nikolai, Crow, and Roy just kind of stand out awkwardly outside.
I give them an Uno deck.
Crow will just like try to find like a random Marine soldier and just start throwing like a pebble at him.
Yes.
Just like every few seconds, so it's not noticeable in which direction it's coming from. You just know that it's happening. He doesn't know where though.
Yes.
Okay, today's been a very tense session, so I'll humor this a little bit. Roll me a straight d20.
30-20?
Hell yeah.
No.
I want to
That's
humor
kinda
this for a
rude.
second.
Yes!
Okay. Okay. So, that was not a roll to determine how well you did it, because honestly, I was going to let it happen no matter what. This was to
How many
determine
pebbles?
not how many pebbles. This was to determine the kind of Marine you'd choose and seek out actively.
Oh no!
No.
Coyote.
No,
How many is
no.
Coyote?
On a 20, it was going to be Coyote.
Dang it!
Aww.
Dang it.
On a 19, though, another amazing up and runner.
Poppy?
Who?
No, Poppy Seeds is not on
Oh.
the crew.
Aww.
He's a kid too, you know. He's
Yeah.
just an early bloomer.
He's just a
But-
boy.
Just an
Uh,
What a
he's
good
just
call.
an early bloomer.
What a good callback.
But yeah,
Yes,
who
Jackal.
Jackal.
It's Coyote's twin, Jackal. Okay.
More
So, yes.
Tiberiusness.
Yes.
You added that yourself,
Oops.
Jimbo.
Oops, all Tiberiuses. So, Crow, you managed to pick out. You didn't even actively search for long enough to know this, but you managed to pick out the most mean, tough-looking Marine here, and you just pelt him for this time, completely unaware of what's going on. And you're driving him a little bit insane right now. He's just searching high and low for the piece of crap that's doing this. And he actually, like, you managed to throw it at just his vision just right enough that he'd see the pebble coming at him, but he wouldn't see who threw it or where it came from. So he knows someone is throwing pebbles at him, and he keeps on having pebbles thrown at him, but he can't find who's doing it.
This
Look
is
like
this is
he's nervously glancing at this whole shenanigans, hoping that they don't notice.
Nikolai is
Why?
watching in anxiety. There's a
Why?
there's a fine line of a game going on right now. Okay. Alana and Vincent. The door
Yeah.
opens. Coyote. Wait, before that happens, actually, Coyote speaks up. Well then, partner. I heard from the captain that you were sent for peace talks and all that, and we talked a little bit about it last time before you headed on over. So I did want to ask a little bit. How exactly did it go?
Turns out it's my mom, and you drew that important information.
Your mom?
Yeah. I need to talk to Dennis
Your
now.
your your, your old lady? Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
I'll talk to you more
Oh.
later, Coyote.
All right then, man. You go right on ahead.
This is serious,
He
Vincent
opens the door.
Hours.
This is serious, Vincent Hours. I'm liking it, honestly. He's
Yeah.
taking charge. So
Yeah,
he opens the
Captain
door for you.
Vincent.
I'm really trying to do what you told me
You
last
both.
time. What? to do
Yes,
more
thank you.
captain
Thank
stuff.
you. Yes, take charge. To be more
I'm
confident.
trying. Let's continue.
You're not trying hard enough.
What? I think I'm doing a good job.
Okay. No, you are. I'm
I
messing
know
around.
I am.
See that right there. Good,
Yeah.
great job, amazing.
Flex.
Yeah. All right. So the door's open. Both of you step in, and he spots both of you entering. Welcome. What can I do for both of you? And he, of course, motions for both of you. Take a seat, please.
How does he
And
look when we enter?
he looks tired. Here's something I'm going to tell you, right, Vincent? You kind of clocked it in before, but you were a little bit too more focused on the fact that, holy shit, this is my dad.
Yeah.
You didn't have too much of a problem like this with Maggie because, she actually took time to take care of you in your early years.
Yeah.
You weren't really conflicted with her at all or anything like that, right? There was no unresolved aggression or anything like that, right? But with him, no, you were too focused on something else to really take a chance and kind of see how he's doing right now.
Yeah.
You can tell. Just make me an insight check.
All right. Do I get an advantage?
Not an
last time?
advantage.
Aw.
Not an advantage. Your dad abandoned you.
Fair.
You're lucky I'm not
Yo.
asking for
Alana,
disadvantage.
Oh.
Nice. Dirty 20. You look into his eyes and it's clear, man. It's not as if there's something wrong with him like there was with Maggie. It does seem like something's off though. But the main thing you kind of scan over, he looks tired. It's the big part of it. There are bags under his eyes almost. Not too pronounced. It's clear that you don't know what's going on, but he's lost sleep. He's been busy. And it's clear that he has been working very hard, as that insight check also kind of leads you to take a tiny bit closer look. Here's something to tell you. Dennis just overall gives you the vibe of someone very stalwart, somebody who isn't very shaken, but you can see his hand just tremble a little bit. Both of his hands tremble a little bit just as he pours out 2 cups of tea for both of you, and it's just an ever so slight tremble, just ever so slightly, but you notice it. And he says, I don't know if you enjoyed the tea I made before, but it's the exact same kind, if you prefer it. And if you don't wish to take a seat and you'd rather stand, that's fine as well. And he sets the tea kettle down, and he says, now, I'm assuming the talk didn't go too well, did it?
Why didn't you tell me it was Mom?
If I had told you that, would you have gone in there with any sense of urgency, caution, or general well-being in mind?
Why
No,
didn't you care
you
about
wouldn't have.
us?
He's quiet.
That's the reason she's all mad. Is what? It's because you left. That's why she's doing this.
He's not saying anything, man. It's not looking as if he's not giving a shit or anything like this. It does look like he's wearing some kind of emotion on his face, but it's not like he's actively ignoring you, you know? Like he is hearing what you're saying and he's processing it.
If anyone can get this peace talk done, it's us. It's a glowing mills that can take care of this issue. So tell me all the information so I can get back your fucking jail cell.
Can you make me a persuasion check?
Why is persuasion? Oh, yo, I filled it right first try. What the heck? Dang it. I thought that sounded cool. Oh well. Damn it, kicked out of this freaking office now.
Thrown out flat on your ass. Go deal with something else. No. I'm going to say after all of that, after you said all of that, you can make it an advantage.
Thank God, thank you. Dang it, now I'm not gonna know how to spell it right.
Another nat one. Double or nothing, man.
10.
Oh.
Oh, I suck. It's better than that one, though.
You know. Alana could give you her spark of genius or whatever it's called.
That's not.
If that is something she wants to do,
yeah.
you know.
I'm out. Oh, what the heck?
oh, damn! Yeah, she is.
Oh yeah, you're out. Oh, I think it's like I would be like, nah.
I thought that's what I read at first. Is like, oh, she's out. She's not dealing any more cards. She's folded.
Leaves the room.
Just peace sign. She fucking walks out of there. Enhance ability when doing anything because Vincent already had an advantage on this check.
Yeah. I should have had that up at the beginning. Dang it. I have that spell.
He's going to look you sternly in the eyes, Vincent, and I can tell you, even with your passive insight, you can know whatever he's about to say truthfully and just off of his chest. It's as if he's just translating his thoughts into sound. Here's something I'm going to tell you. You really don't know too much. Yes, it is true that I left both you and your mother at a point in my life where I was very conflicted. I didn't know too much myself. I didn't understand anything. I can't really go too far into why, but even if what I did hurt you and her, and I'm not saying it didn't, I accept the fact that what I did was wrong, and I could never go back and change that. And I know that despite all this, there is nothing that I could ever do right now to ever try and fix that, to ever try and be your dad now. So that's out of the question. But what I did does not excuse what she's done in the name of trying to get back at me or trying to hurt me. Revenge, vengeance, whatever you want to call it. I wronged her. And I wronged you for not being a part of your life, but what I did was the best thing I could have done. And I know you cannot believe that in any sense. I know there's nothing I could say that would make you believe that. But it's the truth. I could not have done anything better. And even if I regret the fact that I was not able to be the one to raise you, I will not regret what I did. I will help you because you are helping me. And this relationship will not be one that is between a father and a son, but rather between two people who have a common goal that wish to get it done. She, of course, has not been doing very good things. As much as it pains me to say it. Right now, there is another thing I left out. He kind of reaches into his desk. He opens the drawer. He pulls out a paper. He places it on the desk. It's facing him, so you can't really make it out too well, but you know it undoubtedly from a sight, Vincent. That's a wanted poster. He turns it around to face you, and the image is, it's your mother. It's your mother's wanted poster, and he says, "Take a look at this, please."
Yeah. I take it.
You pick it up and you read it. Maggie, or not Maggie. Sorry, Captain Azul is the words you get. Her bounty is. Hold on. Sparks, I'm going to ask you a quick question because I
Yonkos are
just
1
checked my
billion,
notes.
just for context. Yonkos are
1
the billion.
billion.
They are
1 billion.
Yeah, they are the big boys. That's where the billions. Yonko crew. That's where billion is where the Yonkos get in.
Yonkos are the
Emperors.
warlords?
No, warlords are the
Oh.
pirate marines. Yonkos are the emperors of the sea, the four strongest pirates in the world.
Ah, okay, I
Yeah.
see. All right.
They're basically gods, basically. But like, they
And
can still
remind
be.
me, could you tell me what was your bounty again?
My bounty, I have it. It's pinned in general. I'll grab it.
Yes, could you tell me your
Vincent
bounty?
is 70,000. 70,000.
70,000. 70,000, Barry? That does not sound recent at all. Could anyone else back that up? Because I don't. Is it 70,000?
Yeah, it's
Straight from April from last year.
yeah. Why is Bruce's in American dollars? What the heck? I remember that joke too. That was funny.
Like I said, this bounty is almost like a year old now.
$10. 10 US dollars.
That's not even. That's like a freaking cryptocurrency in One Piece. That's like everyone being worth like normal money, then one being worth like Dogecoin.
Okay, I see. Sparks, I see what you did.
Yeah.
I think you updated your cruise.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
your initial bounty was 70,000, but then it got updated to 150,000. And I
Oh,
remember
yeah,
this too.
yeah.
Nikolai has 50,000.
Because he didn't have a bounty. Only me and Ivan had a bounty at first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still can't believe Wilbur has more.
It's because
That's-
Wilbur
that's-
was mistakenly
so
branded as the
much.
captain.
I hate that
I
so
know.
much. I'm the captain,
Okay.
not the freaking cog man.
You have 150,000 belly bounty, Vincent. So it throws you off in the worst way when you take a look at that paper. 10, 20, 30, 40,
Wait, what?
50,
What?
60,
Wait.
70.
Are we in billions? Is Mama
has a bounty.
Yonko?
She has a bounty of 10 million berry.
Oh, thank God. Like, no way.
Thank God.
I'm like, no
I was
way.
gonna throw you at a Yonko.
No way.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I am gonna throw at you what's effectively a Yonko.
I know the
She has
Lactovic family are broken, but my gosh.
And Vincent, this is not something that you are paying attention to more. You're paying attention to the big bolded letters at the bottom of every single bounty poster to designate how they want them taken in. She's wanted dead.
Oh,
And dead alone. I wish there could be a better way to handle this. And there probably is. A man such as me is not too equipped to handle anything in any other way that I've never tried, but the best way this could ever happen is to call for a ceasefire, and then when that happens, well, you wouldn't have to worry about what happens after that. That's my sin to bear, and it's not something you should worry about.
I go to Alana and I cast message.
Hey, question: Does the bounty poster list like the list of crimes?
No, not collectively.
Yeah, it really should, but they don't for some reason. They really should though.
Well, if you consider it any
like,
kind of
like in One Piece, they really should have the crimes, but like they just don't. Sorry, continue. What?
Hmm?
Oh, you got quiet. Quiet.
Oh yeah. So you casted message. That's like
It's just baby.
why I was waiting.
It's just oh, sorry about that. It's just free sending.
Yeah.
But limited range. And also, you can reply.
Limited range.
Yeah.
Not even a limited range, Sparks. It's also the fact that it also has no word limit.
Yeah. Oh frick. Um. Yeah, that's actually accurate for for Luffy. Like all of those. Yeah, those are all. But
When did he did child abuse?
because he keeps hitting Momo because he was a pervert.
Human trafficking.
Yeah, because he was taking people across borders. Okay, we're done. We're going back to this. I'll explain
Okay.
all Luffy's crimes later.
Conspiracy.
Because he was like plotting to take down a Yonko. Okay, we're gonna get back to this.
Alana, here's the thing I'd like to say. By the way, Sparks, Alana
Yeah.
can also reply to you.
Yeah, I know. That's the whole reason I brought her.
Hmm.
Because she's smarter than me.
Well, now
Um,
Roughnut gets to respond in a way that Alana would actually speak and not written down. So I hope Roughnut has that actually in mind, because I remember her saying this a really long time ago, like a year or two ago,
Yeah,
that like
Southern
It did
accent.
happen at one point.
Vincent's gonna
when-
cast a message and she's just gonna have a southern accent. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember once.
So state your message real quick, because
Yeah.
he's not done speaking yet, but I'm assuming you do want to Yeah.
What do you think, Alana? Oh God, the Samuel Jackson voice. What do you think? I don't want to kill Mom, but I don't know what's going on. And
He didn't ask you to kill her, by the way.
No, I know. I don't want Mom to die. Yeah.
There you go.
We have bounties, but we're not bad people. Not all of us are bad people. Nah, Ivan's a little sweetheart. Just
Canon. Ivan is now a little
he
sweetheart.
just needs to get some development.
The new little meow meow.
Okay, no. He's a little guy. Hey, everyone has a cute fits of mass murder every now and then. It builds
I don't
character.
wanna-
It builds character.
It's funnily enough, you talking about cute little guys. I kind of really want to see like chibi versions of the crew drawn eventually. You know,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think that'd be really cool. Yeah.
ET's art. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's not that ET has purposefully drawn them in a chibi style. It's just that ET's style ends up being cartoonish, and that also does lead into the fact that ET draws them smaller. They don't go into big detail when they do their little doodles. So that does kind of like lead to it looking like chibi, but it's not intentionally being chibi art, and that's what I mean.
Really cool art sometimes.
I like it. I like it, ET.
ET, we're not saying it's bad.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Thinking he's a coward who needs you to do his own dirt work. She would think, tilting her head, and thought, it's escalated to war. It's too late. There's nothing much we can do, but wait for a victor or pick one. Oh frick.
Vincent?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you make me a straight wisdom check?
Yeah, sure. I have okay
At
wisdom.
advantage.
Sweet.
At advantage.
Dang it! I keep sucking.
No, you
Sparks, how
succeeded.
about you
Oh,
just
sweet.
you just add advantage to the
I like
No,
that.
I enjoy
like
doing
this
this way
more.
too.
That's lame.
I enjoy doing that as well, because it adds a sort of tension. Like
Yeah.
if you roll like bad, then it's like, oh god, this is it. If I roll, yeah, like
She has an accent.
here's something I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
There's Vincent. There is a third option,
To leave.
and it's a very simple third option. Not leave. No,
All right.
the best option.
Hold.
Fix it so that nobody gets hurt and there's not a victor in the first place. That's the third option. Everybody wins.
What do you
That
mean
is
by
kind
that
of hard.
though? Do we hold a Thanksgiving? Like, what are you thinking for? Thankful for
Not
for you guys
necessarily.
not giving
Not
up,
necessarily,
you guys
but
getting the
here's
divorce and
something I'm
moving to different states.
gonna here's something I'm gonna tell you, right? There
Yeah.
is no way if you do not Vincent, you are a person who just by nature is somebody who if the given options are not
Yeah.
enjoyable to him, he's going to forge his own path.
Yeah.
He's going to make his own option.
Yeah.
This, in his eyes at least, is, or sorry, I don't want to say this like
No,
I'm
it's
telling you to do this,
you're doing it.
but I, I am letting you know that
No, yeah. No.
I couldn't begin to tell you where you need to start, but you do know this deep in your heart of hearts, Vincent. There's a way.
Yeah.
There's a way where you can go through this and you can make sure this doesn't lead to the self destruction of either of your mother or father. And you know that the only way this could ever happen is if you step in, if
Yeah.
you intervene. And it's a shitty thing because a child should not be the one to fix their parents'
Yeah.
problems. But
Well,
you
let's do
know that
Parent
there's
Trap.
literally nothing. There's nothing else you can do. There is literally nothing else you can do. If you leave this to its own devices, it's either going to end with both of them killing each other or one of them killing the other.
Yeah.
That's about what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying, "Hey, you need to do this."
No, yeah. No,
But
I get
those
it.
those those are the options present in your mind right now.
I get it. Had a messy divorce. Vince is gonna be like, what are the things I don't know? That way you can get somewhere on this negotiation.
Right. As it stands, her bounty would actually be higher, but it was frozen. She has been really hard at work, unfortunately to say, as she has been granted warlord status by the world government.
Make me like mom even more. Continue.
And he's looking conflicted as if he doesn't want to say what he's about to say. After she had been granted a warlord status, she actually started committing a lot more crimes than we've ever seen before, really. It was actually, in a weird, twisted way, sort of impressive, as we thought she was bad before, but she ramped up.
She
She
used
ramped up
her
hard.
she used her status to get access to the prison, didn't she?
She used her status to get access to the prison. And not only just that, but she used her status to get access to many more things.
Yeah.
And she was able to do things without people being able to tell her or do anything about it, because once she had gained that warlord status, she was exempt from any Marines intervening, as I'm certain you know.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the system. To get strong pirates to help Marines in getting rid of the other pirates.
I'm going to tell you this right now. She has only done that 3 times. And she has been a warlord for at least 5 years now. I do not know what she's been doing. I do not know how many strings she's been pulling on the sidelines or anything sort, but it doesn't make any sense to me, especially considering the fact that she's been seeking me out as well. But I can tell you that the reason she has also been seeking me out and she's able to start a war with me is because she has this warlord status. And I'm sorry, I don't know why I've lost my train of thought. And you can see that he's sort of, his hands are like clamped together and set on his table a little bit. I can't really think anything off the top of my head, unfortunately, as I'm certain, as you can understand, dealing with something like this has caused me to be very tired, to be very stressed, and to just generally lose sleep and not being able to have any good nights of sleep. If there's anything you wish to know directly, ask me. Or your friend here, and he turns to you, Alana, may ask me anything she wishes as well. I am here to answer questions. I'm here to help you.
Vince kind of looks towards Alana if she has any questions. Oh, man, I'm running empty.
There is one other thing I wanted to tell you, Vincent.
Yeah.
You could continue try confronting him on why he left you, but I understand you're just done with him, right? You don't even want to
Yeah.
deal with this anymore.
Vincent wants to know, but he's not. That topic's not going anywhere. I think it's the freaking solution, but he's not going anywhere because I go by the rules.
Here's the thing, right?
Oh, that's a good one, Rough Nut. That's a good one. Hit him where it hurts.
No. I don't want to kill her. She has mothered my child, and at one point, and I still do, I love her. I love her just like I did some odd few decades ago. But my love cannot get in the way of the fact that she's killed innocent people. She's abused her title. She's been abusing her power. If I let that go, just because of my own bias towards the fact that I love her, then that goes against everything I've worked for. That goes against any single sort of principle I've set up for myself. I do not want to kill her. I do not want to kill her. But if I don't, she's going to continue pillaging, murdering without a cause, in some sort of delusional sense of justice she may have. The only other solution is to take her into a prison, but she's wanted dead, not alive. If she gets put into the law system, then there's only one option for her.
How about she stays with me on my ship?
Hmm?
How she comes with me? She gets on my boat, and we sail off. Wait, you're not to deal with us. What about that option? She's happy. She gets to be with her son. You're happy. We get to leave. And this issue, no more deaths of innocent people on both sides.
There are two big things he needs to respond to right now. Holy shit.
Boom. I was like, oh wait, I already have a mass murderer on my crew. Let's go. I have two mass murderers on my crew. Let's go. I can add a third.
Let's go. He's collecting them.
I'm collecting my Pokemon. I can fix them. Guys.
I can fix them.
I can fix them.
Royal massive assassination moment, indeed. I suppose I'll handle what Alana wrote first.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'll respond to you, Sparks.
Because mine feels like more of a new topic.
Yes, indeed. He turns to you, Alana, and he says, Miss, there is no best way to say this, but you really do not understand my history, my experience with her, and that is not a fault of your own. So let me explain it to you. At the point I had known her and I had met her, she was not a murderer. She was not somebody who had even hurt a fly. She was a genuinely caring person who wanted nothing but the best for me, as did I her. And I still do. I still want the best for her after all of this. But it's obvious that Dennis is a sort of man who is having a very hard time talking about his own feelings and just general things.
He's a big man.
But after taking a personal chance to just think, and he says, "It's not an excuse." Well, I suppose if you view it from a certain way, it is actually. And you are right. This is something that is the fault of my own. But from the same angle of that, how was I supposed to know when I was young and dumb and had nothing to my name besides a wish to love and be loved in a romantic relationship? Was I supposed to know that she would evolve into a mass murderer that would burn down buildings and shoot the people that were actively surrendering to her? Or innocents who just wanted to go about their lives? Not once in my life, have I ever thought that she wasn't worth it. The same goes for you, Vincent. But these are just words. There is no way for you to believe me. Even if I know what I'm speaking right now is the truth, there is nothing I have ever done for either of you in either of your lives. You're not really a part of this, though, but I'm more so meaning Vincent.
Yeah.
There's nothing I have ever done for you in your life, Vincent, for you to genuinely believe me. You have always been worth it to me, as has she.
I
I
want.
really, I,
I want
sorry,
to.
go ahead.
I want to believe you. I really do. But we have the. I talk to people all around the world just, just, just by waving my flute. I could talk to them anytime I want. But you never did.
Do you want to know why I never did?
Yeah.
I
I
never
do.
told you why.
Why?
It is because the people there at Glowing Mills, they are nice people. My father was a genuinely loving father. I denounce every single ounce of what they have taught me. And I will only ever use what they have taught me in specific scenarios in which case my life is on the line or the lives of those close to me are on the line. I really, really cannot go into why, and I wish I could. But that's not the point. And it also doesn't help that that was not something that was taught to me. Vincent, as I'm sure you know, Glowing Mills as a people are a culture that passed down what they learn in order for their strength to continue growing. This was never something that was taught to me, nor was it something I could ever figure out to do. I am not a talented person in the aspect of music, nor am I a talented person in the aspect of creativity as a whole when it comes to making things with my hands, or writing, or poetry, or anything of that sort. Believe me, I have tried. I have spent years of my life on that island trying to do everything with these expectations placed on me that I could never meet, and I was punished for it in ways I could not tell you. And I can't, I can't do it. I can't use what they've taught me, what I associate with the worst parts of my life. It's not something I could bring myself to do. And I know you can't understand that. My father, Dante, was more of a father to you than I ever could have been. And he was a good parent to me, too. Anything that I associate with Glowing Mills that is bad, I do not associate with him. I love him with all my heart. And he talks with me. He does what you've sent, and I talk with him. But there's just not a single thing so far that has ever made me want to go back to that, go back to those teachings, to ever do that. And I wish I could have spoken with you. I wish there was some way I could have done both what I needed to do and still be a part of your life, but I couldn't have.
It's just quiet. And now, answer the what if he comes on the boat with me?
That is a very, very optimistic idea. An idea of the best case scenario, of course, of something that very well may work, but were it to happen, you have to consider this. She is not right within the mind.
I
Do
know.
you trust the safety of your crew members with her there? Additionally, are you even considering factoring in anything that you would need to do to get her to that point? Right now, as it stands, she wants nothing more than to kill me, to make my life a living hell, to do anything of that sort. And she's done so. For the past decade, she's done so. Even when she wasn't a warlord. It just got worse when she became one. But I wish it would be as simple as that. And if you manage to do that, you're right. That would be the best case scenario. Just something to disarm her, to take her away from this life of crime, to take her away from this life of murder. Something like that would be the best scenario.
Exactly.
And you would not find that answer from me, unfortunately. All right, go ahead, Refnut. If you got anything more to say, Vincent, because it's clear that he wants to say something, but he's having a very hard time trying to.
I'm going to.
And
I'm
it
gonna.
does also kind of set you off a little bit, by the way, Vincent, because here's something in your mind, ever since the day you were born and the day your father left, there was not a single thing that would ever make you think otherwise of the fact that this man is the one entirely in the wrong. He could not have done anything worse to you. What he did was not right in any way. And that is true. It's not. But you always thought he was unapologetic about it. Somebody
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
didn't
No.
even
Yeah.
give a shit.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
That's not the case you've seen so far. There's something off. There's something wrong.
I'm gonna.
Not in the sense of something wrong with his mind, but there's something he genuinely wants to talk about, but he just can't.
Vince doesn't like him, but he's still respectful. Okay. First reply to that, then I'm gonna do my thing.
He closes his eyes and breathes in through his nose. He opens them. You're right. There is nothing I have ever done in my life that would ever make me seem as a good person. And I know this. I know this. And you are also right in the fact that I am begging for help. There is no reason for you to help me, besides the fact that she is your mother and I am your father. But you don't care about me, in any sense of the word.
I care about you. I'm just upset.
You have every right to be.
If I don't like you, you're still my father.
Son, here's something I want to tell you. Family only matters when family cares for you. If there is ever a family member that has wronged you and continues to wrong you and does not do anything to fix it, it does not matter if they are family. They are abusing that fact, and they are only doing so to harm you.
I don't see you abusing it, though. You're saying the truth. I know you are. And lastly, Vincent is going to reach out his flute. It's like, and like reach out his flute and like, and just and do cast calm emotions. I think. Let's just sit down. Tell me what happened. I gave him a chill pill.
I would say he wants to answer this too. So I'll say he's willing for the case of this spell.
Perfect.
So he doesn't need to make the Christmas saving throw.
Because
if he did, he'd succeed.
Yeah, I'm still Rough nut. I'm still
Alana, come emotion, let's go!
I'm still respectful, so I hide the shirt, hide grandma back in my shirt.
Alana, you are now not Alana high. Alana is now straight up calm. It's good.
We vibing, you man. Hey,
It's
Cap.
basically just like ADHD
Hey,
got
Cap.
medicated. It's
Hey,
just like that kind
Captain.
of
Your
calm, I
dad
think.
sucks. Why does that sound like Ivan's voice? Hey, Captain.
Hey, Cap.
Alright.
All
Can you
right.
do that?
He takes a deep breath. And he understands what's happening. He's seen the spell cast before. Fun fact, by the way, those that are actually able to do so in Glowing Mills, a small tangent, can usually use calm emotions to calm a raging child down if they're ever throwing a tantrum
Aw,
or anything
I
like
love
that.
that.
So it's obvious that the spell has been used on him before. Um,
Yeah, that's funny.
exactly.
That's more right than you think. Well, Roughnet knows, but all right.
Tell me, son. I want to know before I answer you. What do you think? What do you think was the cause of it all? What do you think was the spark that sent me down a spiral towards a terrible path?
Well, you said that you never had a knack for any of the normalcy on glowing mills. You never were able to get a grasp on it. My
That's
idea,
only a part of a
yeah,
larger problem.
that you, from what I've heard from Grandpa and Grandma, you felt like encaged. That you were stuck on this place that wouldn't let you leave. That was my idea. They just wanted to be free.
I could always trust mom and dad to at least understand. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, they told you I was in a cage. Did they ever tell you who put me in that cage? Who made me feel like I was trapped every single waking moment, every single breath I took? Felt like everything I would do would always lead back to her.
No.
And I'm not talking about my mother either. No. I'm talking about my grandmother.
Oh frick, that one.
That one!
The one Roughnut made. Yeah. Yeah. Go on.
This is not something you would understand. Because as I understand, especially hearing from Dad, she has calmed down recently, right around the time you were starting to mature and she would have done to you what she did to me. She has a mentality that leads her to breaking people in, I suppose you could say, teaching people things in ways that are not exactly the best way to teach children, to make a long story short. Tell me, son, were you ever at risk of having your fingers broken when you were trying to learn a song? Were you
No.
ever at risk of having your blood forcibly drawn out of you if you ever mistakenly did a math problem? Were you ever threatened with a hot iron if you ever misspelled a word? No,
He's just
you were
silent.
never. You were never threatened with any of that. And I made damn sure that that would have been the case. If that was ever the case, I would have gone right back to that island and I would have taken you off that damn thing. As would your mother. But I knew, the moment I made the decision to get off of that hellhole, that you were in good hands. That you would lead a normal life. That you would lead a good life. Because Dante would raise you. And so would your grandmother. In the darkest times of my life, the times where it felt like there were no other options but to take the worst one, they were there. They were there to put me back on the straight and narrow. to make me feel like I was loved, to make me feel like I was wanted. So let me tell you this. There was never a point in my life where I thought leaving you was not a terrible thing. I didn't want to leave you. I didn't want to leave Maggie. I didn't want to leave any of them. But I had to.
Hey, what do I even know about great grandma? I don't even remember her name.
Oh, you don't know shit.
Oh, really?
Here's something I'm
Where
gonna tell
is
you,
she?
right? Like, this is actively true in character. You have only ever seen her haphazardly. You've never, like,
Oh,
took
frick.
time to speak with her or anything like that. Neither has she you.
Oh my.
And now that you think about it, now that he's putting things in a new context, you think back to a few specific times. Dante also actively kept you away from her.
Yeah.
Like, it's so fucking weird to you right now because you expected him to give you another half-assed excuse, but this is making sense. This is putting things into context, into perspective.
Oh my. I
So
completely
there's
forgot that
some.
character existed. Yeah.
I know that no matter what I say now, no matter what I want to do now, I will ever be able to hold a good place in your life. I want you to move on. I really do. Your mother and father at one point were good people, but they aren't anymore. At this point, me and her, well, to use a very commonly colloquial term, we're two sides of the same coin. I have sinned just as much as she. And there is nothing I can do to repent, to atone. This is the closest thing I could ever do. Right now, speaking with you. So please, just. I am in no position to ask you for help, like I did earlier, but I did anyways. I am begging you. Stop this madness. Please.
Vincent's gonna go and write down it's Vincent, he has paper on him. He's gonna go grab a piece of paper. He's gonna write down some numbers on it. And he's gonna put his Dun Mushy number on the table, and then Lana, we're leaving. We're gonna go talk to Mom.
Hey, Nikolai, watch this. And so just throws a rock like up high and just
Stop
lands on the top of
doing
his head.
that! Because constantly.
He hasn't noticed yet. Don't worry about it.
I wasn't
Damn
ready
it!
for
Where
that.
the hell are those rocks coming from?
Man, I love this
Nicholas
complete.
is trying to get the rock away from the crow's hands.
He eventually runs out of pebbles to throw and he gets like a little sad.
Oh.
Nicholas just kind of give him a little smack in the back for all of his antics.
That was cool. I like that.
Gotta break the tension somehow,
Yeah,
guys.
that,
Like
that
two
was good.
times.
Yeah.
That was a good way.
Oh, hi, Captain. Nicholas just kind of look a bit exasperated.
It's a weird vomit. Small siblets. Yeah, you're doing such a good job, Wyatt. Just so you know, you're doing fantastic.
Dude, I am legitimately about to pass out. I'm gonna call for a break real quick.
All right.
Okay. 10-minute break, or 15, 20 minutes maybe. I don't know.
You're killing it, man.
Yeah, you're very
That ends. We've been playing for 2 hours now. I don't think it's close to end
An
session.
hour
I want
43.
to maybe.
Yeah.
I want to get like to the conversation between Maggie and Vincent again. But I'm telling you guys, I can only do so much emotional shit in a
Yeah.
single day.
Yeah.
So
I really think we should get a break from
No, yeah, definitely a break.
a little break.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you guys think?
I'm loving this. My
I like it so
gosh.
far.
A lot of good emotions today.
I could not tell you guys that last part of the dentist speech. I was this close to actually crying.
That was really good. I completely forgot that Chris-san was a character.
Oh, dude, my voice broke up a little bit there too. I don't know
Yeah.
if anybody caught that. Because
I heard it.
that point where my voice trembled a little bit, that was when I nearly started crying.
Aw.
I got really into it.
Yeah, I could tell. It was awesome.
Oh, I'm gonna have emotional fucking exhaustion after all of this.
So we guys think of potentially getting Maggie on the boat? That was the
That is
only.
not what I expected you to say.
That's not what you
Do we even
expected?
have room on the boat?
Yeah,
Do
we
we even
do. We
have
have
room
extra.
anymore?
We made sure to get extra rooms. I remember that.
I actually specifically gave you guys more rooms because I
Yeah.
know Sparks has a habit of
Hey!
collecting NPCs
I make friends.
like amoebas.
He
Amiibos.
just keeps collecting roommates.
I guess we'll
I don't
see.
see it happening really either. That's the only third option I can think of is just taking her away. Cause like she is
She
still
still wanted that though. She
she's
still wanted
yeah, but
that.
she also wants to be her son, so maybe.
There's also the balancing issue. Like imagine having a warlord on you on your
That's
Okay,
crew.
I don't.
here's
That's
something
awesome.
I want to say.
That's
Here's
cool.
something I want to say, right, guys?
It's
Yeah.
a
Here's something I'll
balancing
say.
issue for what?
You don't
Here's
have to
something
fight.
I'll bring
Just
up
be
real
like a
quick.
stay-at-home mom
I
on the
want
boat. Taking.
I want to make a quick comparison real quick. I want to
Yeah.
make a quick comparison. Um, do you guys know Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah. Oh, frick. That's where
Mhm.
you're going.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think
Yeah,
I think no one here has not seen Avatar: Last Airbender.
of
Everyone
course.
knows who Azula
That's
is.
why he's called Captain Azul.
So
That makes sense.
yeah, so
I see it
so
now.
here's actually Roughnut named her originally. But here's a big part, right? I went in with the intention of making both of these guys apologetic assholes. One obviously a little bit more off the cuff than the other,
Yeah.
that being Maggie, of course. Like, I mean, Dennis, what he did, obviously. You could say he had a good reason, or you could say he didn't. It doesn't matter. He still left Vincent.
Yeah.
Compared to that, Maggie has slaughtered innocent.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
there's
a
a big difference
miracle
between
Vincent turned
somebody.
out to be such a good person.
Like this, that they
Yeah,
two end on the spectrum, like two end of an axis.
yeah. So, like, it's very much like, at what point can you forgive your father abandoning you, and can you forgive your mother for war crimes?
The same point though, Maggie also abandoned me. So that's part of it. But like,
Yeah.
didn't you also leave? So that's the one part. I'm like, wait, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
what makes it
Mm-hmm.
better?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, you
Exactly.
haven't asked you. Have you ever asked her Maggie that why she left?
I think wasn't I told I broke my leg when I was flying a kite once. She couldn't heal it. She got self conscious. That was a more jumping like break saw books the camel's back, but
But it's also like, if you also think about it, there is also the aspect of,
yeah,
like, once again, Azula, for example. There are dozens of ways I feel like Azula could have been redeemed in air quotation marks, and she was also an absolute unapologetic asshole who had done war crimes too.
yeah.
Not point. She is a kid.
She's a child, guys.
Hmm.
Would love to see what Pat explained. Just really hammer in Maggie when you talk to her again.
Yeah,
Yeah. So there's something I want to tell you guys. Maggie has aspects to her that
yeah,
I've emulated so far that I have experienced in real life. So I want to let you know that if it does seem a little bit unrealistic, that's because it sort of is. In the sense that there are a lot of characteristics you can see in people walking down the streets that you would think is just impossible for a person to be able to emulate it all, but they do. And it's a real thing that people act specific ways.
I feel of the
So,
mundane often obscure the extremities that people hide.
mhm. So here's something I want to say. It is very hard for people that have mental illnesses to actually have a grasp on what they're doing,
yeah.
as well as reality as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah. God, this is so seriously heavy.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love me some drama.
this has been awesome, but oh my gosh, I feel like I'm at freaking Thanksgiving trying to get Uncle Chuck to not throw the chicken at Aunt Joyce.
To not,
Those aren't
to
real.
not call it.
Those aren't real people in my
I'm probably
family.
gonna go buy a bag of chips
To
or
not
something.
call the neighbors down the street a slur. Bet you have lots of problems with that, don't you, Sparks?
No, I
I'm
don't.
gonna go buy a bag of
There's
chips or
limits.
something while I watch this whole thing unfold.
I'm
You know,
sorry.
I'm realizing something, by the way.
I'm really
You
sorry
know,
to the one that's
I'm gonna officially, I'm gonna officially give you guys an unofficial party name. I'm gonna give you guys the unofficial party name of Family Issues.
fair.
Hey, my
That's fair.
family's fairly normal. My brother's missing.
It's still got issues though. It's still got issues.
Yeah, it's more. That's
You're
more for Naruto. Everyone has a family thing.
true, yeah.
Yeah, that's more for
Um,
Naruto.
Actually, you'd be surprised. I can see it for all characters and also Royal too.
What do you mean?
We're gonna go into it when we hit Royal's arc and stuff to do with Royal.
Royal said he's fine. He's fine.
He eats
Well,
people. Are you assuming he's fine?
He said he's fine.
so you want to know a funny thing that happened?
Yeah.
So my throat hurts right now. You want to know why?
Why?
So while everyone was muted during the tense conversation, I had to go move a couch. Um,
Oh.
and moving a couch with asthma that acts up during the seasons change is not good for me.
Hmm.
So my throat is
did, did,
hurting a
did your
lot
family
right
not have anyone
now.
else to help you?
Um, yeah, it's not good. It feels really itchy right now. So I'm probably not gonna talk for a while. Oh
Oh,
God.
okay.
Um, gotta love my dad, good old dad.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, Mary.
I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck. Ow. Okay. Sorry, Barry. Hmm. Don't worry. Also, by the way, we're also short on people who are directly interacting
I'm
today,
sorry.
anyways.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I just been
Don't worry
sitting
about it, man.
around just
I
kind
know.
of dissociating at this point.
I'm just trying to do the captain stuff.
I
No.
understand that there are people who, yeah, exactly. When we do have dinner, it will be something that's
Yeah.
going to like. So it's clear there's been a bit of a setup, right? Vincent is going back and forth between Maggie
Yeah.
and Dennis, and then there'll be that talk at dinner.
Wait, is Dennis coming to
And
dinner?
no, well,
Making sure. I was like, wait,
you could.
what?
Hey, Vincent, you could suggest that to Maggie.
Inviting her ex-husband to Thanksgiving?
You don't know. It could be something that could work.
If I have a last thing I need, then sure.
That's just a spell for disaster. No.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. I've had a very
Hey,
dramatic Christmases in a family group chat on Facebook, and I don't want to.
I know.
That actually happened. That actually happened. It's about a talent show.
I know everybody else has been kind of, not really too invested because this is a Vincent focused, but I also realized that sometimes sacrificing other people's investment is a need in order
I
for
know it
somebody
must
else.
be made. I know it must be made. I just don't really have much to do while we
No,
sit
I
here.
understand. I
Yeah,
understand it. I'm
it's the
sorry.
It's the
point
point
of
of
walks. It's the
arcs.
point of walks. I do want to have some activity to busy my mind with while we wait.
You can try throwing rocks as well.
You could respond in
No,
Huna.
You can
whatever, man.
respond
You
in
do
Huna.
you.
Next one, what?
Uh,
Congrats. Defeated by a pig. You, man. That's like the pig from hell. Really?
Nice.
I
I
stumbled
watched
across the most powerful weapon in the game.
it.
I'm also gonna go get some water and use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Still angry.
Sorry.
Besides, I did finish the gym I was talking about before session. If you guys want to see that, yeah. Sitting around during intense family debates. Yeah. I can't make any witty remarks. I hate it. Oh, sorry, Barry. Sparks and what here? I
I'm
can't
here.
hear anyone.
I was been quiet. I'm telling my friend about what's going on. I was on a call.
What?
I was on a call with her before the call started. That's why.
Oh my god. Shrek 2 did a scene, but it's the crew and Maggie.
Try and do. Try. Okay, you should just leave.
Hey.
I'm so scared.
I mean, I was asking, like, oh, hey, where's what? Where did what go? Or, like,
He wants to get
I
water.
know barely you can talk right now.
You left.
I wasn't here for that. Yeah, like I said, I did finish the GIF I was making earlier. If you
Oh.
want to see it,
Yeah, sure.
it's it's kind of silly. They do a little dance.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, it's the two of them.
That's very
Just a
cute.
little lighthearted. I could do the other characters too if you guys want. I have like a pay
Yes.
like anything.
Do a little
Give
Draco
me
and
some.
Willow one. That'd be really cute. What? Do it. That's funny.
I can't do that. This is an edit.
Yay, Jumbo.
Hello, Jimbo.
Oh, frick. A lot's happening. Huh? Kruger takes his chance. Turn down. Oh, I shouldn't have this. Frick.
Chips in the back of it. I'm not going to animate that. You have to pay me like $1,000 for me to animate anything. Here's the fruit, and here's the frames, but individually. I just move it up and down.
Nice one, Rosana.
Didn't pay me $1,000.
To have two images
As you
move?
know, I have exact. Yeah, I made like two images, moved them up a little, and then there you have it. Like he has all four images together.
That's a robbery, E.T. E.T., that's a robbery. That's not $1,000 worth. You cheater.
I do a little scamming.
Oh my gosh. Highway robbery.
Well, y'all are damn loud. I could hear you when I was walking
Hey,
back down
you
the
have
hallway
your
to get to my room.
noise tulip.
I was bored. Also, what? Look at this GIF I made.
Mean GIF?
Ooh, nice.
They dance.
No one noticed I said GIF.
Well, you said it the right way.
Good.
Hey, whatever. I don't really
GIF.
care about that right
I
now.
don't. I think
But
it's
yeah,
stupid. I think it's funny.
look at them. They jamming. They jamming.
Nice.
I think you guys are. I think you guys are. Look.
GIF.
I'm gonna go do my math homework while you guys get on with your family drama.
Tiff.
All right.
Tiffany. Well, Tiff. Swear on my
Actually,
bridge.
actually, something I would like to bring up is I do think either we segue away from the current standing problem and we try focusing on something else, or we call it for tonight. Because I will let you guys know this took a lot more out of me than I thought originally, and this is not something I'm used to.
I figured as much.
This is like also what the hell? What
Yeah,
the
what
fuck?
were we? We're like meanwhile on the ship. Bruce is preparing.
Meanwhile, on the ship.
Nikolai. Nikolai. What was the dad's name?
Nikita.
Thank you. I keep getting him wrong.
Why did you not
I
remember
almost said Nick.
Nikita?
I almost said Nikov. Meanwhile, on the Golden Chronicle, they're holding a fooding contest. The dad is all like, is the judge. Bruce is preparing. Wilbur is also preparing. He makes a screwdriver. What the heck
You said the
happened?
dad because you forgot his name, didn't you?
Yeah.
I literally just said it. Why did you
I don't
not
know. I love Nikita. I don't know why I keep
ET,
forgetting his name.
ET. These are the ADHD vibes, though.
Hey, don't gotta call me out.
You have ADHD just like the rest of us. Accept it.
I didn't. I don't neglect that. I'm not ashamed.
ADHD and autism?
Yeah, that's the truth.
Mm-hmm. Here, I'll also post a general idea right now. Hold up.
But what would we segue to? What for real?
I do
More,
not
more
know. I am
cancer.
tired.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And why segue?
Here, hold on. I have an idea. I'll probably do it just so we can wind down and have actual like more stuff done. But give me a second.
Because personally, I would like to also. Wait, what? Where's?
We're currently in the Vincent arc. The next arc is going to be a Royal arc.
Ooh.
Then the arc after that is going to be an Alana arc,
It's gonna
and
be
then
scary.
I don't know what those question marks are supposed to be.
It's gonna be the Blue Kid arc.
Blue Kid?
The third Ivan.
Why Blue Kid? Why
That's
even
that's
hate
his, that's the hair color. That's his identifying feature.
Mary, please give Blue Kid an actual name.
We don't know his name. I think or maybe it was Matthew. I don't know.
Matthew.
I think he kind of looks like a Matthew if you took away the white hair.
You.
If you gave him not white hair, he would look like a total Matthew. What's Cole? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay, I remember it now. I remember. Yeah, it was Cole. Matthew. Where did you get Matthew from? Maybe it was.
So here's the thing, right, Jimbo?
Planted that image in my head.
As it stands, Royal isn't really too much of a member on the crew per se. Like it's almost like there's the crew and also Royal, more so than Royal being a part of the crew entirely, you know? And I want to give him an arc eventually to kind of like give him more character to cement him more in the story and then promote a little bit more character interaction with him and with everybody else just so we can like get him more cemented in the crew, give him more of a presence within the story.
That's funny. What the heck, Roman? Gosh, you guys need to get out more. I'm gonna take you both shopping. You're gonna have a good time. Go socialize. Make some friends with the other kids down the street.
Damn, these bitches need to go touch grass.
Yeah, you guys will touch all the grass you need.
Jimbo, the problem with replacing Royal is that it would fall into a similar problem of this new character then needs an arc as well near immediately so they could also have a presence established in the story.
You can just have like him fall on his head and pull a charm, maybe get brain damage, become a different person. That's what happened in Sonic comics. That's actually what happened. They gave an 8-year-old brain damage. Oh God. Then meanwhile me and Bruce are kind of there like in like with the newspaper, kind of watching on the like with like the newspaper, the eyeballs, very very clear eyeball cutout holes, seeing how good they're doing.
Oh God. I'm just keep trying to imagine how bad of a double date that would
Do
be.
all 4 of you charisma checks right now. Disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
Because it's you 4. No,
Okay.
Wilbur gets normal rolls. He's
All right, here's what we're going to do. Oh damn, Alana! Holy shit!
Damn it!
Yeah, there's Royal. He has Riz.
Hey, why
Hey,
is the Royal?
Royal does have that Riz though.
There you go. There
Why
you
is the
go.
Royal there?
There you go. Nice. Okay, Alana looking kind of bad, but could be better. Royal has panache. Oh, duh.
He does.
It also just that is that.
Oh, Ivan, no. Ivan is
Okay.
Rizless.
Yeah, no.
I rolled the wrong.
He looks like
I
he's
rolled
one of the
wrong
most
one.
Riz
Yeah,
out of
let me
all of
do.
us, to be honest. But
Ivan
no.
has negative Riz.
I saw that. ET.
Nikolai,
I
you
saw that
somehow
rolled
managed.
the first one with. I rolled the first one with advantage. I'm re-rolling it.
Oh, okay.
ET, Nikolai managed to somehow get negative infinity Riz.
Wilbur is now Wilbur was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. He never came back. He's not even on the boat. He left all the stuff.
What Wilbur, that's rude.
No, it's not.
Oh,
You
wow.
better get some Riz, ET.
Wilbur has more Riz than you. Oh
Yeah,
my
of
god.
course, it's Wilbur. He is the Riz King. Look at that cog on his glasses. There you go.
Yeah, we always rely on Wilbur for his amazing sense of people and talking with them
I
generally.
mean, yeah.
He is the captain after all.
I hate this. I'm
I mean,
leaving.
of course, the beloved has the most riz out of all of them. I'm happy for him.
He's not
Sparks,
the
don't be mean to your captain like
He's
that.
not the captain. I'm the captain. Get off. You're not. You were just Gregory's +1.
Oh,
He was!
damn, are you? Oh my god. You are not doing this right now.
Oh no, I'm doing this. Not if it's Vincent loves Vincent loves Wilbur. I don't. Well, I do. I like Wilbur. He's all right. But
Hey, hey.
I need to come. I need to slow down.
That's right.
No, Wilbur's cool, but he's not the freaking captain. He is genuinely just. I never invited him on the ship. He just kind of came along with Gregory. He just kind of never. He just kind of never left. We got on Ivan's ship. We got on Ivan's ship, and
Jimbo, I have a question for you. You really want to bring Gregory back? Is that something you want to do? Is that something you really want to do?
Oh. I don't even want to first.
On Wednesday, message me, and then we'll talk, Jimbo.
Oh.
But for now, we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah.
Just let me know generally, Jimbo, when you're free, and we can talk about that. Not tonight and not tomorrow, because I'm going to be pissy both days.
I see. Yeah, like tells ideas already. I mean, there's also the Death Dogs. Maybe they could make a comeback.
remember that plot point?
I do! I've been waiting!
I still want to know what's the deal with like the white hair girl because
That-
Nikolai knows her.
What?
Like has met her before.
What? No,
I thought I told you guys that about
No.
her before.
no, never.
Well, when
Remember Nikolai's back tattoo? Remember that plot point?
and
It
there's
got
that
removed,
too.
remember?
It got removed.
It got removed,
That got
remember?
retconned.
Not retconned, it got removed in character.
Oh.
Removed.
Yeah.
It got removed. Like it got removed. Like you guys didn't know about it.
We don't know about it.
I mean, you guys haven't seen Nikolai without his shirt. How would you guys know about it?
Why would I be looking at Nikolai's naked back, ET? That's kind of weird.
Like, see, Nikolai haven't told you guys. You guys don't know.
This man wears like 20 layers of clothes, like less than Hakira.
Canonically, Nikolai has removed the tattoo through some mean.
Ooh. Just a stare down.
Also,
Awesome. I love the Vincent one. That's
also,
super
ET,
cool.
first time I'm hearing of this too as well.
What?
So like, are you talking about the one that was like running really fast?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember like a while ago when I was still doing the journal thing. One of the entries you actually sent me like one of the photos, one of the images for like one of the people that it was mentioned in Nikolai's journal. And then later on, when you posted the girl again, you posted the same picture.
I remember now. Interesting.
I thought
Peculiar.
like it's pretty small. I won't blame you guys if you guys don't remember. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Interesting indeed. Okay, here's something I'm gonna do, right? Just so we can have a little bit more character interaction. There will be a time for you all to speak on the way to Mackie. As for Vincent especially, you need time to process all of this and kind of come to a conclusion and come to a decision. You should probably talk with your crew about this. Bring them up to speed. Let them know. Yeah. We could do that, or we could end it right now, right here.
I want to talk. I want people to actually be able to participate.
So, what's how? What did Dennis told you?
He says that she has. What was the bounty? I remember. What was the bounty?
10 million.
10 million. Thank you. He's saying that Maggie now has that mom has a 10 million berry bounty, is a warlord, and also is wanted only dead. And if we don't, and if beat around the bush, that he's worthless. To summarize, um, he says that it's either that we need to get this done. If we get the negotiation done, if we get it right, either we either we need to take her off the island ourselves, or he will come and kill her.
Have you made your decision yet?
Personally, I think what would be best what I think would be best in the long run would be getting her off the island.
Don't know too much about the situation, but it seems like both your parents are just as crazy as me. That's what Crow says.
Yeah, thanks, Crow.
I can't do the laugh
That's
like
fine.
Barry can.
Yeah, you can. I've heard you. What you do great. But okay, that's a little more Elvis, but Michael Jackson. But
Michael Jackson, you fool, you buffoon.
he goes,
Can we get back?
But
Do you think she would even agree to begin with? She seems pretty. From what you told me, she does seem pretty adamant about this whole
Aw.
things. Considering she didn't want to accept your negotiation proposal.
I just know that I just I just know she wants to spend time with me. I think that I really don't think this will even work. I think there's a chance that that neither of my parents have to die. But if there's an option, I'm gonna ask. But
If anyone who's able to make this, to be able to pull this off, I think that would be you. That's any consolidation.
thank you.
Just know we'll be behind your back as well in case this idea doesn't go as well as we have made it planned.
Yeah.
One, taking her with you.
She is a warlord. It could be helpful for us as well. In the long run.
Still, that doesn't erase her current bounty,
Oh, it freezes it.
nor does it
So
erase her crimes.
no, it freezes it. So her bounty basically is nothing now. It still exists, but
Yeah,
like
it still exists. It's
the
still
bounty hunters can't
it's
even
still
go
10
after her.
million, right?
The bounty hunters can't even go after her, so she basically is a legal pirate. That's the whole point of being a warlord.
Do you think she would be fit to travel with us? Session end. Right now we're just doing like character interactions.
I just think she needs help.
Jimbo.
I just think she needs help. I want to be there for her, my mom.
And do you think you can provide that help though? There are some things we cannot help.
Yeah, but I think I'm the only one who could even attempt it.
Don't burden yourself. Okay? I mean, I understand you want to help your mother, but there are some things that cannot be helped. There are some things that is out of our control, or not something that we can do, and I just don't want you to feel the pain of trying to do something and failing it. Night, Jimbo.
Good night, Jimbo.
Good night, Jimbo.
That's my purpose. What I always taught was to empathize, was to seek out a better way, and that's what I want to do. That's what I feel is needed, not just because it's my mom, for anyone. There's a better way.
Vincent.
Yeah.
You feel confident, like I've said before. There's a small fire that's kind of burning in your chest a little bit, just ever so slightly, as you're saying these words that show your virtue, your ideology. That might be viewed as naive, possibly, but you stoutly believe in it. And this ideology has gotten you to where you are today. And you believe in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see your stubbornness letting in a blind eye, but end result is not what you wish. That is something we need to account for as well. What the situation if your plan fails?
If she, as captain, I need you. My crew is the priority of protection. If she does anything, I don't want to, but I will protect you for my life, even if it's against my mom. That's the captain's responsibility. But if she doesn't, I want to try my best to help her.
As I said before, don't try to burden yourself, Captain. I appreciate though.
Thank you.
As if she would attack us, we'd just hold you hostage anyway. Nikolai just kind of
Vincent finds that one really funny. Wait,
That
what?
feel when Alana just gave a genuine suggestion. And yeah, okay, I'm glad I wasn't the only one who heard it. I heard the Kitchen Nightmares violin.
What
I
the
heard
heck,
it.
ET?
I absolutely heard it.
Where? From who?
It was from your mic, ET.
I knew
It was from your mic.
I guessed. Because I have a quiet room. If anything, I heard it. We know for a fact different what's, because I know what's like background noise is normal. And you're the only one that makes it that fits.
My brother's
Recently, I've
watching.
been better actually. I'm
Yeah.
usually now over at my great grandmother's whenever we do session stuff.
Nice. But
My brother is watching stuff downstairs. I have no idea what he's watching, and I didn't really care.
yeah. So, anything else before we wrap up?
How are you feeling about all this? Just suddenly throw it on the table like this to you, and it can be overwhelming. So it's better to to tell us and let it all out instead of bottling it up. I feel.
I just want the best.
I'm asking, how are you feeling, not what you want right now.
I'm mad.
Mad?
I'm mad at my dad. I'm mad at my mom. I wish they would just grow up. Escaped his grasp for now, and a blink of an eye, crow mask is off, and the wolf hair is nice.
Ivan has come back.
And he demorbs.
You can't just say that.
just wish Mom would leave. We could just go away from this island. Like everyone, we won't ever have to come back. We just get this done so much faster. I know she's mad at Dad, but all this anger it's destroying her.
She has. Go here, aren't you? Perhaps it's time to try and find a way to redirect her anger, or find something else for her to focus on instead. I'm not good at this whole. I'm not good with emotions or with other people much, but that's what I think.
Yeah. Yeah, but thank you though, Nikolai. This has helped.
Nikolai and Vincent?
It's it's my duty as your crewmate, and really, it's pale in comparison of what you have done for me.
Thank you. I give him a hug and we walk.
Nikolai and Vincent, both of
Yeah.
you guys get an inspiration.
Sweet.
Yay!
Yeah.
So, just as a
Yay.
small
I'ma need
reminder,
it for
guys, by the way,
later.
just as a small reminder, I'm doing a Naruto 5e, and I'm allowing you guys to have 3 inspirations at once each.
So we have 3?
No!
Oh.
I'm saying you have a max of 3.
Oh, okay.
I just gave you one right now. ET, you should have a total of 2 inspirations right now, because you got one from the start of the session for doing the recap.
Yeah, I only got 1. That's alright though.
Yeah, because you suck.
Yeah.
Give Alana a hug, too, why not?
Yeah.
Oh, but if you do that, she'll stab you in the kidney, of course.
If Alana
And
wants
you
a
know
hug,
she'll
she can
go
get a hug.
directly for the kidney, too.
None for
You know?
Ivan.
Okay,
Hey.
maybe you should give Ivan a hug.
I would. He'd know how to give Ivan. I'd always give Ivan a hug. But I feel like he'd do like the thing that you do that short people that hold their head like they try to move closer, but they like no. Um. So is that everything for everyone today?
Yep. We'll call it session
Yeah.
there.
That was an awesome session.
I hope you
Good
guys
job.
had a very fun time. Thank you.
He does deserve love.
He does. Everybody here deserves love.
He's gonna.
Okay,
I'm gonna be.
maybe one person doesn't.
No, everyone deserves love.
Bruce.
No, he deserves love the most. You jerk.
Bruce does not. No. He's conning you all.
No, I
He's
don't
the
care.
mastermind behind it all.
If he doesn't, I don't care. Yeah. I'm gonna stop recording now.